Whoa. Where's that focus at? Is that the focus? Magic guy. One day I'll be a magic guy. What's the game today? If I do a trick sleight of hand, and then I just do a straight up camera trick, all video editing, which one will look better? Probably depends on the trick. Let's find out. I did 5 magic tricks and tried to replicate them with video editing. So this one here is a very simple prop trick. This is appearing balls. I mean, this could be anything. I just had sponge balls, so we're doing appearing sponge balls in a classic dove pan. Now you can look at this right here. It is so nice, so easy. Classic trick, boom, balls, blah, blah, blah. Easy, right? Simple, looks good. Now, check it out with the video editing one. Watch this. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I actually thought this one would look better than it did. It looks good at first glance, but if you look in right here, you can see I'm using masking here. It's a video editing technique. I'm using that, make it look empty when it actually already has the balls in it. And you can see where I had to cut out around the balls because one of the red balls stuck out higher than the rim. And it wouldn't have mattered except my leg went behind. And because my leg went behind, you can see where I cut around it. So yeah, and with this trick, I mean, shit, there's no point. There's just no point. This trick is just like standard out of the box magic prop that you just don't need to video edit this kind of thing. So I thought it would be looking the exact same, but it turns out the magic trick prop itself is just way better. So hey, there you go. That's why we're doing this. We try, yeah. Let me just say one thing right up front here. I did very simple tricks. So like every magic trick I did, there are better ways to do those magic tricks. I just went with very basic magic tricks. And I'm only using very basic video editing techniques. It's not like I'm doing amazing video editing and crap tricks or amazing tricks and crap video editing. I'm pretty much doing about the same skill level of video editing as I am magic, okay? So I'm really just using camera cuts and some masking to see if I can make it work. And with the magic, I'm using some props and basic sleight of hand. Just so you know, it's a pretty level playing field right now, okay? So, dove pan, just use a dove pan, not worth the video editing hassle. All right, so the next one is a coin. Appearing coin just appears out of thin air, okay? And let's look at this. Classic magic trick, super fun. You can just do that anywhere. What a classic little fun piece of sleight of hand. You're not gonna win America's Got Talent with that sleight of hand, but it's a nice little display. Look at that. Look at that cute little appearing coin. All right, let's check it out next to the camera footage. That just looks good. Like, I thought I would have to shoot this 100 times to get that to line up, because this is just a camera cut. I just did it once with an empty hand, and I just did it once with a coin. Once with an empty hand, once with a coin. And just cut it at the right seam. And that looks real good. Like, not crazy, but kind of crazy. That just looks really, I don't know, that arguably looks better. I like that a lot, so I don't know, that's surprising. All right, what else did I do here? Classic card trick here. We're gonna be changing the King of Spades into a different card. Set it down, and then turn it over, and now it is the Ace of Hearts. Classic trick. Here's the camera version. Yeah, see, it's not really, this was a hassle too, because I had to spend a ton of time, not a ton of time, but like 20 seconds, like lining up the cards, so when I took out the king and put the ace in there, it was like exactly the same spot, so it didn't like jump. You can see that I took the time with it and it doesn't really move. It's the same spot, but the lighting changes because it took me 20 or 30 seconds and I'm filming with natural light. So I have one ring light, but it's not enough. There's a lot of natural light here. So in that 30 seconds, the lighting shifted just enough that it kind of looks like it jumps a little bit. It just doesn't look natural. Yeah, just something about it. It feels like a jump even though it didn't really move. Not worth it, man, not worth it. Just learn the sleight of hand. I don't know, maybe if someone didn't know, maybe if I threw some like handheld effect on this, it would look wobbly and people wouldn't really check it out. I don't know, it feels off to me, even though the more I look at it, the more I go, oh, maybe it's okay. What do I got here? Oh yeah, so then I did a Vanishing Pen trick. take a pen out, goes in your hand. It's a pretty clean vanish. That's a real slick vanish, if I do say so myself. Alright, sorry. Let's check out the camera trick version. Yeah, see this one, there's too much movement in my body. And again, I'm not using crazy techniques. With this one, I was just doing, have the pen, put it in your hands, let the pen drop, and then open your hands, and then just cut out the portion where it drops. But it just jumps. Look at it again here. Just feels like it jumps. I mean, it does jump. There's something weird about the hands. And if I cut around the hands doing that, then you can see my face move too much, so I kind of go from here to here. So I didn't do that. I had to leave the head. It just, this is the best of both worlds. As good as I can get it. Yeah, not so good. And then I tried, for the fifth and final one, I tried to float a crumpled up piece of paper, a little post-it note, and there's my floating. Again, very basic magician floating technique here. You know, it's not a great way to float something as a magician, but it's got some nice movement here, and you know, at least it looks like it's in the same world. Check this out. Here's the camera version I did. Camera trick style, here we go. Oh, student film. Oh, that looks so bad. That is full on class project, making something float. Is bad. The magic trick version wasn't anything to write home about either, right? Like there's just so many better ways to float something. But goddamn, does that look way better than this this orb. Ugh. I don't think the floating is gonna do too good. So, what do we learn here, if anything? I don't know what I learned. That coin production kind of surprised me, to be honest. I think there's a lot, if you're willing to put the time in to make sure your lighting is right and you line the cards up perfectly, I think you could probably really mess with some people with the card trick version. But card sleight of hand is the most developed sleight of hand out of all sleight of hands. Like, you might as well just learn the card magic, because why wouldn't you? And that way you could actually do it to people. Basically what I'm learning now, and this is like this is an honest to God experiment. Camera tricks aren't worth it. Like Zach King, obviously, yeah, but that guy's like a goat. So, you know, obviously. And he's doing like impossible stuff, like stuff that you couldn't do as a magician. You could only do his way, right? So that's like a whole other level. But as far as like trying to cheat magic tricks that you could actually do, it's not worth it, and it looks wrong. So if you're out there and you're watching a show and you think this is probably a camera trick, I'm gonna say it's not. You're probably better off to assume that it's just some really good magic. I want to do this again because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing the magic, and I enjoyed trying to do it on the video editing, because I like to work both those skills right now. It's kind of how I'm getting through my days. So send me some tricks you'd want to see me try and do. Maybe, I don't know, could be anything. You tell me. I would love to try. It'd be good times. Thanks for coming out, team. This was a great way to kill a day, so thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.